kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Arizona State's offense will start this game off with the football. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Looking downfield on first down. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Peters. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it out. It's Madden. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. And now on second down for this offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now.
Turning it on. Inside the 10. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Here's the handoff. Makes his man miss. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Peters. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Going downfield for the big play. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they...
Oh, he's got some space. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
bringing it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And the Sun Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Peters. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 35, he's loose. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Give to the single back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he will house it. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Now the play fake. Got a man. It's Johns. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Peters. Makes the catch. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. And he's got a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over NC State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got his man downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on first down from the 28. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Peters. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johns. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Worthy. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The offense changing the play. Lost a throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking for a man. It's Peters. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Pettis. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go back to the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Pettis. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down.
Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. He wants to go deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Deep shot for the end zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. That is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. And the Sun Devils will boot it away to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. There he goes! A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Look out, he's got room. He has the first and still on his feet. seam on the left. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Back to throw, it's Peters. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Pulls it in. It's Madden. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He's got it wrapped up.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback, getting in a predictable 3rd and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. A strike downfield. Touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Johns. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
By the receiver.
Just about as basic as you can get and effective if you execute.
Well executed. QB, nice job putting the football out in front of his receiver where he can advance it.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Peters. Here comes the heat. Gonna take a shot. Finds a spot in the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Sun Devils are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. So we open the final period with a third down play. He's going to look for a man on third and short. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Going for the marker on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the offense will take over.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone. Turning it on! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third down play from the gun. Quickly complete. He's in for the touchdown. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The give on the inside. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Finds a little space, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Looking to take a shot. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johns. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Arizona State. Once he got some room, it was over. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Bunch formation for these receivers.
Cornhole, 88. Cornhole, 88. Down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. Let's see what they've got on second down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Line is set on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Harbor. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. A late game touchdown to put 6 on the board.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
of the end zone. Just keeps moving.
Tackled down at the 13. And the Arizona State offense takes
Opening
over.
play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. Oh, he got loose. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This